pounds, your hands tremble, you're standing on the edge. Whether it's the first time you tied your shoes, learning to ride a bike, or trying to shift gears in a car, and every fiber of your being screams, you can't do this. But then, in a heartbeat, everything changes. Your fingers loop the laces without thinking. You pedal away free of fear. Your hands instinctively find the wheel. What once was paralyzing becomes second nature. That lightning bolt moment when panic gives way to pure confidence is proof you built for mastery. And so today, you'll discover how to ignite that same transformation in any skill, turning your biggest struggles into effortless wins. So in this video, I intend to guide you through the exact roadmap that I'm using for transforming any skill from stumbling blocks into effortless excellence, so you can crush self-doubt, command respect, and unlock the confidence and your income that you truly deserve. By the end, you will know precisely how to move from conscious struggle to automatic mastery, positioning yourself as the go-to expert in your field. So let's jump right in. First, I like to define the word mastery. When I did a quick Google search, here's what Google told me. Google said mastery signifies a high level of skill and expertise in a particular field or activity, often characterized by effortless performance and a deep understanding. I was like, wow, that is good, pretty good, in short. But this is much like the definition one of my mentors shared with me, which I really like, and I want to share that with you. So here it is. Mastery is the ability to execute effortlessly without the use of conscious resources. It's that sweet spot where your skills become second nature, where your brain and your body align so seamlessly that you just do. Notice how powerful that feeling is? Ask yourself, how liberating would it be to approach your daily work with the same effortless confidence? Mastery isn't reserved for athletes or virtuosos. It's the process by which we internalize skill, big or small, until it becomes part of our identity. Now, every mastery journey has three major stages. The first stage is unconscious incompetence. That's where you say, I don't know what I don't know. Second stage is conscious competence. That's where you say, I can do it, but I have to think about every step. And the third stage is unconscious competence. That's where you say, I do it without thinking. Consider where you are today in your journey. Is there a skill you're stuck at stage 2, grinding away with conscious effort? Or have you already transcended into effortless flow? Feel the tension when you're at conscious competence, how every decision feels heavy. Now envision yourself slipping into unconscious competence, moving with grace, speed, and precision. Here's the $1 million question. What are you mastering today that's marketable and valuable in the marketplace? Because think about it. The skills you and I have mastered, like tying our shoes, riding the bike, driving cars, they aren't necessarily paycheck generators. However, they have unlocked something far more important. They prove to you and I that we can master. And in business and in life, that proof is priceless. So what skill could you internalize so deeply that it sets you apart in your industry? What expertise could you demonstrate so effortlessly that prospects see you as the obvious choice when you master a marketable skill? Whether it's negotiation or persuasive communication or data analysis, leadership, or perhaps a specialized technical competency, you create a competitive moat around yourself. Allow yourself to notice these three words: effortless, automatic, inevitable. Feel how they resonate in your mind when you picture yourself executing at peak performance. Because you're going to imagine stepping into a room confident and calm because you have mastered your craft so thoroughly that your presence alone conveys authority. Allow the idea of mastery to sink in, that every challenge you face is really simply the next puzzle to solve on your path to unconscious competence. Now, here are 5 questions to help you uncover your emotional drivers. Number 1, what's the real cost, emotionally, financially, or socially, of remaining stuck at stage 2 in your skill development? Number 2, how would it feel to wake up each morning knowing you have a marketable skill you execute with ease? Number 3, why is it important for you personally and professionally to become that person who commands respect because you've mastered your craft? Number 4, if you could wave a magic wand, which one skill would you instantly internalize? And what impact would that have on your income, your confidence, and your life? The last but not the least question, what would happen if you continued on your current trajectory, never gaining that effortless edge? Do you want to look back in 5 years wishing you had taken action today? So picture this. You're on a client call. A tough objection comes up, one that makes most professionals freeze, but not you, because you have practiced your objection handling until it's like breathing now. You respond calmly, persuasively, and watch as the prospect leans forward, nods, and says, "Yes, let's do this." Feel the surge of the pride in that moment, the realization that your mastery just turned a maybe into a definitely. Every time you deliver that fluid performance, you're reinforcing your identity as a master, and every master attracts more opportunities, higher fees, and unwavering confidence. So now I want to give you 5 steps that can help you move from conscious struggle to effortless execution. Step number 1, you have to select a high impact skill. I'll give you an example. Sarah is an insurance agent. She was drowning in price objections. So she chose objection handling as her one high impact skill. Your task? Pick the single capability like objection handling or public speaking, or maybe it's advanced Excel, that would most radically boost your results. Number 2, deliberate practice. Example again, Sarah spends 15 minutes of focused role-playing calls with a mentor, drilling if but therefore response until it flows naturally. Your task? Schedule brief focused sessions, could be 10 to 20 minutes. Hone the toughest part of your skill, get instant feedback, then refine immediately. Step number 3, chunking and sequences. Here's an example. There's a guy who loves playing the guitar. He's good, but he broke his solos into 3 riffs. He mastered riff 1, and then riff 2, and then riff 3 before playing them all together at full speed. So here's your task. Deconstruct that big skill into micro skills, could be 2 or 3 steps. If you're learning data analysis, for example, nail pivot tables first, then charts, then storytelling. Step 4, automation and reinforcement. Here's an example. Sarah placed her objection script next to her coffee maker so that every time she brews her coffee, she has an opportunity for 5 minutes or so to run through. Your task, anchor your practice by existing to an existing habit. It could be after lunch or on your commute to work or something you do first thing in the morning. So it becomes instinctive. Step 5, measure and iterate. After 2 weeks, Sarah was able to track her call to meeting ratio. When objections still tripped her, she would record those calls, spotted the stumbling phrases, and fine-tune her script and her approach. Your task, choose a metric that you can measure. It could be your conversion rate or your error rate. Review weekly. Celebrate small wins though, but target your weakest link and use that for improvement. So ask yourself this, which of these steps could you implement this week? I know what you're saying and what you're probably thinking. Man, I don't have time. Kingsley, I don't have time. I'm too busy. What if I fail? Yeah, what if? But here's the truth. Mastery demands sacrifice, but the price of inaction is far steeper. What's the opportunity cost of not allocating 30 minutes a day to laser focused on the practice of your skill? How would your future self thank you for investing in your capability rather than staying comfortable in your current skill set? Remember this. Every master once doubted themselves. Every expert once hit a brick wall. What separated them was not talent. It was persistent, intentional practice in the face of discomfort. So as you listen to the word mastery, let it become an anchor in your mind so that whenever you hear it, feel energized, focused, and unstoppable. In fact, let me challenge you now. Repeat this silently after me. I am mastering the skills that propel me forward. I am becoming the person who commands excellence effortlessly. Seal that statement in your mind. Let it guide your daily actions. Now, it all comes down to one decisive moment. Will you stay stranded at not yet, or will you claim your seat among the effortlessly excellent? Here's your challenge. Number 1, you have to choose one skill that, if mastered, would change everything for you. Your income, your influence, your impact. Number 2, commit 30 minutes today to deliberate practice. No excuses, no distractions. Number 3, share your commitment out loud. Post it to your network, text it to a colleague, or leave a comment below. Number 4, accountability. Tag someone who will hold you to this promise and check in on your progress. Make this commitment or this vow to yourself. I chose mastery over mediocrity. I will practice, persist, and prevail. Because here's the truth. The world doesn't reward the hesitant or the half-hearted. It pays the master. So stand up, step forward, and master your craft. Your future self and everyone who believes in you depends on it. Take action now and watch as your life transforms from uncertain to unstoppable. Mastery is not just reserved for the chosen few. It's the gift you give yourself when you commit to persistent, intentional practice. It's the journey from fumbling with your shoes to dancing through challenges with poise. Today, decide what you will master. Tomorrow, practice relentlessly. And soon, you too will join the ranks of the effortlessly excellent. those whose names echo in boardrooms, whose expertise commands premium fees, whose lives are transformed by the power of mastery. So now go forth and master. And remember this, with all of your getting, get understanding. Have a great day.